Hello, my name is Ajmal Sharif from Marketing 6340 class. As an assignment, I would like to talk about Appetite for America. It's written by Stephen Fried, and it's about Fred Harvey. Fred Harvey was a very, very successful person. We know him. He's the founder, father of American hospitality, who introduced the Western hospitality to the world. He came to the United States in the 1850s. He was very young when he arrived to New York. He worked in several jobs. He, in the beginning, worked as a dishwasher, and then he worked as a newspaper vendor, and also later he worked as a ticket agent in the railroad. And along the way, he learned many things from many professionals, and that's how he learned the business and how to run the business. So, and when he was in his 40s, he started thinking about opening a business along the railroad. He wanted to open a supply chain of the food restaurants and a branded supply chain restaurant. So he started thinking about it, and the reason was that because the restaurants at that time were not giving better service to the customers. A lot of customers complained, and even a lot of times the customers would wait for the food and still wasn't ready, and then they had to travel. So therefore, he came up with an idea to provide luxury, beautiful service to the customers, so they can be fully satisfied and be happy. So he began speaking with the officials, and finally he signed a contract with them, and he opened his business. His service was the best, very unique. He brought many changes to the food and restaurants, and one of them was, for example, he hired 100,000 young girls, and provided them employment, and trained them very well, very neat and uniform, and all these kind of things. So that was very impressive for me when I read the book and I saw the video. Another thing was about his financial, working with the data and managing the data, because at that time there was no big data programs that can handle most of the businesses for you in terms of accounting or financial analysis. So even Carl Loebu, he published an article in 2014, September 15. He said that Fred always found a way to ensure top performance, and he always managed with the data. So even people talk about it, that his business was very clear, and everything was so pure. Another thing that was very successfully done was his marketing. For example, nowadays we have many marketing tools, as we learned from Dr. Gurlich in Unit 6, when he discusses marketing tools such as internet, TV, radio, commercials, direct mails, and so far. So if we look at, for example, the internet, there was no internet at the time, but still his business was very good. And he hired 100,000 girls, which brought a lot of unique personalities, unique culture, environment to the business, and as a result of that, it was very successful. And it was a great help for women too, because at that time employment rate for women was very high. It was male dominant environment. A lot of women stayed home. They were not allowed to work, and then he provided them the best opportunities, that a lot of them even found their life in the future, and they became financially stable. They were very happy. One thing that I found when I did my research on it, that we still see that 7 out of the 10 lowest paid occupations in the United States are restaurant occupations, and most of them are working, most of them, these women are working in this restaurant. So according to rockunited.org, 7 out of the 10 lowest paid occupations in the United States are restaurant occupations. Most of these occupants are majority female and pay median wages below the poverty line. So I think Fred Harvey was the beginning of this dilemma, this issue of the discrimination against the women in terms of the employment